Let's be real. History class probably never told you about these African women who were literally running things back in the day while the kings were taking the credit. Now, don't get me wrong, there are so many African women that have changed the trajectory of history. But for today, we're just going to focus on these few African women. These women were out here changing the game. Salam! Jabeloko! Sawana! Ase! Hi, my name is Achijo, and thank you for joining my channel, Not Simply African. If you're new here, you have found your tribe, stop searching. And if you've returned, thank you so much for showing me so much love. So picture this. Ancient Rome is the superpower, basically the equivalent of that one friend who thinks they cannot be touched. Then they roll up to Kush, and that is modern day Sudan, thinking it was going to be an easy win. Plot twist. They meet Queen Amanirinas, a one-eyed warrior queen who said no to the entire Roman Empire. Now, when they attacked her kingdom, she gathered her army and pushed back so hard that the Romans were shocked. Imagine having the audacity to make Emperor Augustus, literally the most powerful man in the world, agree to your peace terms. This woman was so powerful that even 2,000 years later, we are still finding her name carved into temples. So now, imagine the Portuguese governor thinking he could flex on Queen Nzinga by not giving her a chair during negotiations, basically saying, "You are not on my level." She didn't care about that. She still went on to meet the governor eye to eye. And for 40 years, she played 4D chess against Portuguese colonizers in Angola. Even at the age of 60, she was still leading troops into battle. While other leaders were getting played, she was building alliances and switching up strategies. This woman is impossible to defeat. And that straight up is a queen behavior. You ever heard about the Asante Kingdom and the Golden Stool? Well, basically, the Golden Stool is like the soul of the Ashanti people from Ghana. Beautiful queen, Ya Asantewaa, was able to tell of British colonizers who had exiled her kin and demanded this golden stool. Now, when it was time for the men to face the British colonizers, the men in the council were all so scared. But Yansan, even at the age of 60, told these men, "If the men of Ashanti will not go forward, then we will. We, the women, will." And she meant it. She led the rebellion that made the British realize that they were not just walking in and taking whatever they wanted. Even though she was eventually captured, she still made sure that the sacred golden stool stayed with her people. She protected her culture's core values no matter what. Imagine that you're in the year 859. Fatima Al-Fihri founded the world's oldest university, and it will surprise you to know that it's still running till today. Imagine inheriting your dad's fortune, and instead of trying to make a show out of it, you use it to build an entire university. Now, that was the story of Fatima. Now, the university she founded was Al Qarawiyyin University in Morocco, and it has been educating people for over 1,000 years. Compared to Harvard, Harvard is literally a baby. The library that she created still has manuscripts from when she was alive. So next time somebody asks you who invented higher education, the reminder should be that it was a Muslim woman in North Africa. When Italy tried to colonize Ethiopia in 1896, she came through with a winning strategy at the Battle of Adwa to cut off their water supply. Now, that victory made Ethiopia the only African nation to successfully beat off European colonization. Teitu Betul had the ultimate work hard, play hard balance. By day, she was outplaying Italian colonizers with military strategy, and by night, she was composing beautiful poetry and making music. But wait, there is more. She also founded Ethiopia's first hotel and selected a particular site in Ethiopia, which is now named as the capital city, Addis Ababa, by Ethiopians for her creativity, her creative project, and for being an original African queen. The energy that these women brought centuries ago is the same energy driving young African women today. Their blueprint was clear: refuse to accept limitations, create your own opportunities, and never, ever, ever let someone else define your worth. African queens were creating a timeline for the rest of us to follow, and the next generation is already building on their legacy. Seeing how African women are doing so well in tech, in art, in activism, to just mention a few. Now, the real question is, how are we going to continue this story? Now, let me know in the comments what your answers are. Masvita. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more African content.